3, 2. Hi everyone, it's a sad day. There's a ride that's closing at Universal. We're in the parking garage right now. They raised the price of preferred parking. Disney's price for preferred parking is $50 a day. But Universal has now raised it to $60. Now it saves you around like 5 minutes of like walk time, that's about it, but $60 is kind of crazy. Now, one of the perks with my annual pass, I have the top tier annual pass, totally worth it. But you get prime and preferred parking included. So every time I visit, I get to park there instead of paying $60. So it's a perk if you have an annual pass, but if you're a standard guest, $60 is kind of a lot. Now, I'm walking in right now and it's very slow. Now, this is like the weird off time where it's Mardi Gras doesn't happen until February, so there's not too much new that's happening at Universal. They are closing my second favorite ride here at the park, the Mummy. It's going down for refurb for a very, very long time. We all remember what it looked like last week, a madhouse. Disney is still kind of a madhouse from what my friends have told me. Universal's looking pretty good right now to visit in January. There's no one here. All the Christmas decorations have been taken down. Now you know it's a slow day when Minions is only a 25-minute wait. Okay, I feel like Disney needs to have themed stroller parking signs because that's just too good. Oh, sadly, the tribute store has all been closed up until Mardi Gras season, and they'll have a new tribute store. But they still have the giant Christmas tree here. And you can still see Earl's little hidey hole right there. All right, let's hop into the film vault, see if they have any new merchandise. They always have some of the best, like retro merch in here. Okay, they have a bunch of these like Back to the Future. They're not pops, but they're just kind of like vinyl figures. I've never seen these before. You have one of, well, part 2 Biff, part 2 Doc Brown. But these are really highly detailed vinyl figures. These are really cool. Part 2 Biff on his hoverboard. That's pretty cool. And then you got part 1 Doc Brown. Then you have part 1 Marty McFly. He's holding a camcorder, checking his watch, and he's got a skateboard too. And then they also have Marty McFly for part 2 on his little pink hoverboard. So these are $45 each. Kind of pricey, but they're really cool and highly detailed. So they have the whole selection right over here. And then they also have a bunch of die-cast models of the DeLorean part 3, part 2, but where's part 1? They have a signed guitar by Michael J. Fox. It's only $2,000. And I like this license plate holder, but the jaws kind of ruins it. I think if it just said Amity Island Surf Shop and nothing else, I think it'd be great. So I've always wanted to get one of these, but they're the little die-cast models exclusive for Universal. So you have the Universal arches, you got the Minions in the back, you got Bruce, and then you got the Universal globe. Oh my gosh, I noticed another one. This is so good. You can even get the Studio Tram that you can build as a metal puzzle. This one is $35 though. Now if you're ever in the need for some boxers, if you've had a little accident, they have them here. They have like a Slimer. Very interesting. $25 for a pair of Slimer boxers. And then they also kind of have just the Ghostbusters logo on a green pair. Now they finally have the Ecto one from Ghostbusters Afterlife. All right, we all remember the madhouse that it looked like last week. It was like one family. All right, now big changes have happened at the Universal Studios annual pass holder lab. Now every month Universal would have sometimes magnets for their annual pass holders and little buttons that they would give out to like little Easter eggs or rides that they have here, and they've gone away with them, which is kind of sad. That was one of my favorite parts of being an annual pass holder. You come every month, gives you a reason to come and get a little button, but they've taken it away. So Universal responded with pass holder buttons and magnets are not available at this time. However, we look forward to providing our UOAP family with other exciting offerings soon. I don't know why they got rid of them. They've been doing it for years. It's everybody loves it. If you're an annual pass holder, everybody kind of wears the lanyard, and as like a badge of honor, they have all their buttons around their lanyard, and they're getting away with it. It's kind of sad. I wonder what new offerings they're gonna have. Getting away of the magnets and the buttons, what can they replace it with that's kind of like collectible? I felt like that's kind of a step in the wrong direction. So I hope Universal brings those little buttons back, because they mean a lot to the annual pass holders coming to the lounge every single month and picking up your new one. Now the Wizarding World is pretty busy, but you know, honestly, it's always busy. I'm loving this. It's like so relaxing. Last week we were just so stressed to be anywhere here in the park here. It's like, go on a ride. It's like 10-20 minutes, get some food. This is a great time for like the annual pass holders and locals to come and visit, ride some rides, have a good time, and not have to deal with that madness that's going on at Disney still. Now over here is where the American Express lounge was. Now it's just kind of a vacant little lounge area with a restroom. So I wonder if they're going to turn that maybe into like a top tier annual pass holder lounge. That might be kind of cool. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts? What do you think Universal is going to offer as like a new perk for the annual pass holder? Because I love those buttons, man. Remember last week when the line was wrapped all around the outside queue? Now it's a 20-minute wait, which is technically a walk-on. The Pharaoh stilt walkers are out intimidating everyone. Okay, so by the time you're watching this, that is closed and you won't be able to ride it for probably like 6 to 9 months. They're saying late summer is what they're expecting. Now they're gonna do pretty much a full track refurb, so bring an all new track. The biggest rumor is that they're gonna be removing all like the Brendans. One more cup of coffee, which is literally one of my favorite parts of the entire ride. Redoing kind of the pre-show and the whole story. So I wanna experience it one more time. Hopefully it doesn't get removed. Hopefully they just update the footage and everything and kind of like, you know, make it look better, but let's go. All right, let's just take a second to appreciate the parking stroller sign that they have in front of the mummy. So pretty much, you're first gonna enter in through the Museum of Antiquities. The backstory is like, they're currently filming sequel to The Mummy, Revenge of the Mummy. You're like on its set. So you're gonna see different like film props and concept drawings before you kind of see these TVs, and the TVs are kind of explaining what's going on. So the TVs are kind of talking about there's like a fictional curse that's going on, but it ends up kind of being an actual real curse. So you kind of see all these different accidents that are happening in the background. Now Brendan Fraser is kind of skeptical and refuses to wear the Magi symbol, which protects you from the curse, that the crew and locals are convinced will protect them from the curse. So Brendan steals a crew member's Magi necklace. The guy's name is Reggie, because the craft service tables have refused to serve Brendan his coffee because he doesn't have the Magi symbol around his neck. It's just kind of like a back and forth of Brendan not believing, and different people like the lady who has the creepy voice from the poltergeist talking about how real the curse is and that you need to watch out for it, and just bad things keep happening. Now with Reggie not having his Magi symbol to protect him, and he's still on his never-ending quest to get Brendan a cup of coffee, things don't go well for him, and let's just say he goes missing. They do have this little section that has a lot of fun little Easter eggs hidden in it. Revenge of the Mummy wrap party happening, and a lot of like fun items for sale. If you want to take the time, just pause it and read everything. One of my favorite little Easter eggs is they put Brendan's actual cup of coffee order on here. We're gonna be showing that and doing a full review of his coffee order at a later date for a video. But it's just a lot of fun and a lot of charm. Now once you kind of like enter into the queue morphs into a 1940s dig site inside of an ancient tomb, so they have a lot of cool like artifacts and everything. And then you ride the ride.
Are you insane? Get out of here! The curse, it's real! This whole place is a trap! He's out for the soul!
Silence! With your souls, I shall rule for all eternity. Your end shall be my beginning. Where are you? Behold your fate. Your destiny. Your souls are mine! Prepare to forfeit your souls. Death is only the beginning!
Hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I would have enjoyed this interview a lot more if I had gotten my cup of coffee! Thank you.
Okay, the day is not over. That is the end of Universal right now. We're gonna go home, kind of talk about things, and then Alice and I had a little fun adventure for New Year's. Nice stuff to show you guys. Brief little intermission. Let's kind of talk about the Mummy ride before we go on with our little New Year's celebration that Alice and I had. I'm sad that it's gonna be going away for so long. It needs a refurb. So from what I've heard is they're gonna do like a major overhaul on the track system and the brake system and kind of update a lot of things. Now with that happening, they're probably gonna be taking away the story of like them filming and with Brendan Fraser and everything, because not too many people really understand the story. There used to be a giant extended queue. The extended queue got turned into the tribute stores and the locker system that they have there now. So a lot of that development that you would learn by watching the TV monitors is lost on most guests. When you first enter into the building, they have like 2 TVs, which kind of describe the story, but it's not long enough to understand the story. So a lot of people get to the end of the ride and Brendan's yelling about a cup of coffee and they're very confused. So I understand why they're gonna choose to kind of like replace that story. I hope it's something new and exciting though, and sneak a cup of coffee Easter egg in there. So they did a lot of updates on projections last year, which looked great. Excited to see what this new version of Revenge of the Mummy is gonna be later in the year. All right, so now it is time to go on to our little New Year's celebration. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right guys, it is New Year's. We were gonna go to like a New Year's celebration, but you know, we're just gonna have a nice dinner. We're at Disney's Boardwalk right now. Where are we going? Trattoria Al Forno.
Yeah, I said it right.
Now I've been to Trattoria Al Forno before.
Oh my gosh, I got a Christmas tree over here. All right, now here we are, Trattoria Al Forno.
Okay, here we go. Alright, we just finished. We're doing a full run. I didn't like do a full review in there because being next to all these people, I didn't want to be that obnoxious person talking to a big camera while people are trying to eat. Okay, we pull off the side now. We'll do a full rundown of my experience in there. Alright, so for our appetizer, we got the pizza pepperoni, plum tomato sauce with Parmesan. Now for $20, I was expecting, kind of a California grill pizza. Kind of tasted like Cece's pizza, kind of like elevated a little bit. I wouldn't get it again. Alright, the pizza, we'll do like a 6 out of 10 on the pizza. Very mediocre, not worth $20. Okay, so then we also got pretty much just chicken parm. So it's gonna be breaded chicken breast, chicken parmesan, provolone with a rustic tomato sauce. Now this is great. I've had it before. Super juicy and tender, and the pasta's great. 9 out of 10 on that dish. Now they had 2 special holiday items that we did. So first off, we got the oak grilled charred crusted New York strip. It's got a truffle gnocchi with it, balsamic with Brussels sprouts. Now it's always kind of hit and miss with steaks on property. This one was a miss. Kind of flavorless, not too much going on, not super tender, not worth $42. I think I'll do like a 6.5 out of 10 on the steak. So then Allison got the tiramisu. Tiramisu looked great. I took a bite of it. We'll do like an 8.5 on the tiramisu. And then the specialty holiday dessert that I got was the chocolate cherry bomb, brownie base, chocolate crunch mousse, cherry filling with an amaretto panna cotta. Decent dessert. We'll do like a 7.5. Don't get the pizza, don't really get the steak. I really enjoyed the service and the atmosphere. The holiday stuff just didn't land. Sorry I didn't do like an in-restaurant review. I just didn't want to bother the other people around. Okay, let's explore the boardwalk a little bit. It's popping. I love it. It doesn't feel dead like how it used to be. It feels alive and back to normal.
Look right across the way, you can see fireworks going off. All the carnival games are back up and running. The boardwalk is finally alive. Now right there's the Flying Fish. Sadly, it's still closed, but they've brought back the bike rentals here on the boardwalk.
For the longest time, everything was just kind of closed. It's like back and alive and popping, and it feels normal, and I love it.
Now Harmonious is going on right now, so now the Epcot fireworks are going off. We're hopping into the beach club real quick to look at the gingerbread carousel that they built. All right, so they have an Ursula horse, and then Prince Eric has a horse. I love all the detail that they put on each one of these horses. That's so good. And they have Ariel and Little Scuttle down there, and then King Trident. And they have a horse off the side here for Sebastian Flounder. There's so much detail on these things. Holy crap.
Okay, if you get a chance, go look at the carousel. It is breathtaking and beautiful, and the bakery and culinary team did an amazing job. There's so much detailed Easter eggs hidden in it. They said they started building that gingerbread house in August. Oh my God, I don't even want to imagine how many man hours. The cast members created something truly breathtaking in there.
Now the ESPN Club is still closed, but they changed the signage. It's looking a little janky right there with the E, but it says Happy 50th Anniversary WDW. Ugh, the Boardwalk ice cream. Don't waste your time here. It's not very good. It's just like grocery store Breyer's ice cream. It is popping over here. So they have the Christmas tree in the center, and they have a DJ playing Disney music for everyone.
Okay, so we got back. Alice and I didn't want to like venture into a park, and things are just madness, and there's so many people down here. So we chose a different route, and we watched Ripley's Believe It or Not Live was dropping the world's largest hairball with a countdown. Now my hair is on that hairball, so we watched that for the ball dropping. They're counting them down.
There's Hoss. My hair is on that thing.
3, 2, 1. Hoss' human hairball hit the floor now.
Oh, he's there.
Happy New Year. So glad 2021 is over. We have a lot planned for 2022. We're kind of booking all of our trips right now and planning out what the different videos are gonna be like for the next year. So hopefully we're going international. We'll see. The rewind video for this year is dropping tomorrow, January 14th at 3 p.m. If you don't know what the rewind video is, I literally spend like 30 hours going through every single one of my videos, finding clips, and I make a giant compilation video that's like 3 minutes long. If you've ever edited anything before, you will appreciate how long this thing takes. But I think it turned out pretty well this year, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. So yes, 3 p.m. tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoy it. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the family, because I will keep you up to date on all things theme park and Universal. All right guys, I love you all. Happy New Year. Bye.
Truck's not doing so good down there. It looks like all these little gingies are so happy that they're like celebrating like murdering another little gingy.